notifications from an old joint account how it's overdrawn. They always leave it close to zero, and then have a bill automatically come out of it. And so I get a notification, and like my account is going to be dinged, and then they put the money in within 24 hours. They do this every single time. And it's because they're not allowed to actually contact me anymore. So I guess they're trying to do whatever they can to upset me, and I'm not happy about it, but you know, it's a joint account. What can I do? Nothing. It's the apocalypse. All the banks are going to fail anyways, and they're not going to care. Everyone knows what a narcissist is, so we're going to have new laws. We're going to have new laws everywhere for narc survivors, and how they destroy your reputation and your credit, and they steal from people and leave them destitute. We need to have new laws. We need to have educational videos and documentaries, and they need to teach about this in school. They have a lot of things to teach people in school, a lot of things that have been hidden secrets since the beginning of time, since the devil came down to earth. And God has been teaching us. Certain things you think are just chance or it's free will, it's actually important that you pray to God and ask for God to handle things. Like the whole way that we look at life and how to go about life and what success is, and how to afford like certain bills and to have a retirement, everything they teach you in school is backwards. So in school they teach you to get good grades, maybe go to college, and then you work your way up the corporate ladder, and you like put so much into stocks and so much in your retirement, and you do everything just right, and then you retire when you're old, and then they tell you how to leave your money to your children, but they don't really tell you how to do it. They don't tell you how to do it in a way that would avoid your money being stolen by the government, but regardless, they basically structure out your life and say that you have to live by this method here, and that's how you're going to survive and take care of yourself in old age and pass on wealth. And they also teach you to go out and date people, and you make your checklist, and if they check most of the boxes, it's good. And they tell you to conform to like social statuses and quos. Schools no longer teach basic skills like how to grow food, how to garden, how to cook, how to iron a work shirt, how to save money, what things should be what things should be financed, what things should you pay cash for, like just very basic life skills that will save you a lot of time and money. They don't teach you. And beyond that, God, our Creator, who has made us, has a completely different way that we are supposed to approach life. And according to God, all we have to do is follow His commandments, be obedient, and pray. And once we seek God, everything else will come to us. So there's no need to go to college, and there's no need to climb the corporate ladder and just do everything the way they say. God provides for the lilies, the birds. God provides for the birds. It says this in the Quran too, how God provides for these beings that are much less important than humans. And so how much more will God provide for us? So the way we're supposed to approach life is to be obedient to God, to follow God's laws, and then everything else will come to us. And when we do transactions, it's not to make more money. It's to just have a fair exchange. So you pay somebody what their work is worth. No less, no more. This is an important law that's in the Quran. Stocks are almost like gambling, which I think would be forbidden by God. And maybe it's not the worst sin, but it's not a godly system. We should definitely not have a retirement based on the stock market. So the entire way they tell us to live is opposite, and it's wrong. And health insurance is wrong too. It's the point where you can't just pay cash and get treated by a doctor um, because they want you to have health insurance. But the health insurance system is wrong. It's corrupt. You don't have choice in what type of treatments that you want, and they give you the treatments that harm you and not the ones that would actually heal you and help you. We also know that angels are in control of healing. We're all to be judged. There's certain seasons. A couple times a year we'll probably go through some type of trial. And that keeps us close to God, and that keeps God in our prayers and in our hearts. And also, when not everything is perfect and there's problems, then we can really appreciate the good times. It's like we have to go through trouble to appreciate the peace. We have to go through war. We have to go through bad relationships to appreciate a good relationship. We have to be betrayed by people to know what a real friend is. What type of things do we look for? They don't teach you this in school. In school, they don't teach you like good qualities, who you should associate and how you should behave. They don't teach you about loyalty and honesty, truthfulness, and they don't teach you to be patient and kind to others and to listen, to be open-minded. They don't tell you how to interact with other people even when you disagree. Just everything they teach you in school, it's opposite and upside down. And they don't teach you what really, truly matters. Now, it is important that we know how to read and write, even though humans were really never designed to do these things. Shortly after we were created, then angels came down and taught us these skills and abilities. So God used it for good. But unfortunately, because writing was invented, then the religious books, which used to just be transmitted orally, with the invention of human writing, then these books became transcribed, and there were problems with some of the first languages not having vowels, and so it wasn't clear what certain words meant, what the translations actually were. And then over the years, certain languages would fall in and out of style, and slang and language would change. And then once you translate, there's just so many levels to where the meaning slowly changed. And when you can't change the book, then you can change the language. So the meaning of certain words slowly changed over time, which gave a distorted perception and a distorted view of the words that God had said. So everything that we are taught is inverted and upside down. And here at the end of the age, God is really teaching us the truth. God's showing us what's important, and how to worship Him, and how to fight the enemy. What a true believer is. It's not the rituals you go through. It's not even how much you donate or anything like that. It's your heart. It's connecting to God, praying to God, and being kind and compassionate, and treating others well. And giving charity is good. That is good. But if it's a competition on the amount of charity you give, then winning that will not get you into heaven. But that's not the most important thing to God. Some people are doing much better off. We are designed to be with someone else and have a family system to where there would be more income and more excess to donate and to give to charity. What's important is our hearts, the way we treat each other. And when you do something, you do it to help. Like, you do it because it needs done. And because of that, then there wouldn't be a need for jobs. There wouldn't be a need for certain things that are viewed as the basis of our society. The entire world has been deceived by the devil. And there's nothing wrong with money. I don't think there's anything wrong with money. Otherwise you'd be bartering, and certain things would expire or go bad or need to be kept in storage or to certain temperatures. So money is a good thing. I'm not complaining about money at all. The way they talk about finances, like it's the end-all be-all, And if you don't follow this system, then you're going to end up destitute. Well, that wouldn't happen anyways because we have a lot of Democrats that have created safety nets. And it's good that we have some safety nets. You wouldn't end up homeless on the street as an elderly person if you didn't have any money. There are ways that society will take care of that. Sorry guys, hold on. It is important to save a little bit for a rainy day. But I have learned that no matter how much you save, if God doesn't want you to have it, it'll all be stripped from you. And if you praise and honor and worship God, God will bless you. And the closer you get to God, God will lead, guide, and direct your life. They don't teach you this in school. So everything they teach is backwards and upside down. And I had a safety net. I had certain things paid off. I had a retirement waiting. And all of that was just stripped away. And all of it was gone. Imagine the people like hurricane survivors, tornado, landslide survivors. And guess what, guys? Insurance doesn't pay out in these situations. Insurance does not pay out when too many people are affected, when a large amount of people are affected, or they just file bankruptcy. That's not the end-all be-all. They lie to you in school. So school is not the worst. It's not. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't have education, but I think that they should focus on other things, teaching us about God. But even before then, if we have freedom of religion, teaching us how to behave, interact with each other kindly, and then just basic social skills and how to take care of ourselves. Like, this is how to do laundry, this is how to make food, this is how to grow food. Like, these are skills that people really want. And in school, like, they could do a good job where we could be hands-on and actually, like, test it and try it out ourselves, and then be confident enough to do it at home. I mean, growing food is one of the most important things. As the stock market always crashes, the banks can crash, governments can fall. Then you have nothing. It's all digital. So the best safety net would be a garden.